Hey, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot and Astro Insights. And we're going to talk about these collective weekend vibes. First and foremost, I do want to say happy birthday to all of my Saggies out there in the collective. We are officially in Sagittarius season. Both of my daughters are Sagittarius sun signs. So let's talk about these energies, guys. We got some aspects playing out this weekend. We've got Venus sextile Saturn. We've got the moon transiting through Virgo. I'm feeling in my element. I'm a Virgo moon. So let's talk about this, but don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video, share the video, please, especially if you're resonating with the message. But let's talk about this energy. I feel with all of these aspects playing out this weekend, we are on the precipice of a significant decision needing to be made. This could be in regards to a relationship, a partnership, and partnerships come in many forms, guys. So this is basically a decision is going to need to be made. It's going to need to be made wisely. It's going to need to be made quickly. And it does feel like a global, massive spiritual awakening. I don't know what those energies were yesterday, but I was in a very etheric type energy. It felt a little woo-woo. It felt a little out there. And I really had a hard time staying grounded. Thankfully, going live at noon for the members on the channel, that really helped me kind of bring things back down to earth. So if you're not a member yet of the channel, I do encourage you to check out the membership side. I go live every Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I dig into all 12 zodiac signs. And I do have this hunch that I'm going to be phasing out monthly zodiac readings. So that's going to be the only opportunity you guys are going to have to dig into your own personal zodiac signs. But basically, this spiritual awakening energy is bringing forward this profound sense of needing to get unstuck, whether it's from a situation, a job, a relationship. Something here is kind of saying it's no longer working. What do I got to do to break free from these energies? And so there is like this very dynamic interplay between conflict and harmony, especially with Venus sextile Saturn. And so this energy really, I feel, is an indication of some type of love triangle. And a crucial decision is likely going to need to be made. And so you're going to want to avoid drama, but there is going to be tough choices aplenty over the coming days with these aspects playing out. So let's go a little bit further here, because with the moon transiting through Virgo, I got my little notes here. With the moon transiting through Virgo, it's basically saying get ready to take a bold step towards your goals and your dreams. And what I kept hearing was leadership. And so leadership, we got to first be the leaders in our own lives before we can kind of step into any type of leadership role within the collective. So let's talk about these moon aspects. We got the moon in Virgo. It's going to be square the sun in Sagittarius at 1 degrees 14. And this brought forward a great potential and possibility, kind of birthing this wise teacher or guide within you. And so there's going to be some serious self-reflection in the energies this weekend. And I felt like this manifestation of like the ultimate power couple. And so the energy is suggesting, hey, it's going to be a little bit tough, guys, but we can get past these challenges. We can move on beyond this stuckness. 333 on the timer when I looked up. So we're kind of reaching a significant faded turning point in the collective is what it feels like. So we're going to have to trust the process first and foremost, because I think we're all kind of learning something new. And this is about learning something that's been hidden, learning about something that's been hidden. And so you might need to kind of leave something behind, whether it's something or someone, in order to move forward. And so whatever it is that you need to leave behind, it's got to be something that's probably very unfulfilling. And this is kind of a block when it comes to moving towards a new phase of growth and transformation. So it's kind of this energy of the universe is bringing in a firm kick in the butt to get us out of our comfort zone. So when the moon forms in opposition to Saturn, this is going to bring forward a lot of emotional trials and tribulations. So really take that time to self-reflect, examine your own emotions this weekend, because there is a sense of detachment and loss. And so maybe it is letting go of a relationship that is no longer serving you. Maybe it's letting go of a job. Maybe it's letting go of an idea or a career path. But basically, there's an awakening to your true feelings about a situation, especially when the moon forms a trine to Venus in Capricorn. It's a very sobering energy coming through. So you're gonna kind of have to leave behind one current state or relationship to go towards a new future process. And so consider the energies of cause and effect, because the moon's going to square it up with Jupiter this weekend. It's going to square it up with Mercury, and this is bringing in a sudden shift in perspective. But it's also this energy of the past is coming back to haunt somebody when it comes to some hidden feelings that are about to boil to the surface. So you're going to have to trust your intuition. You're going to have to trust that you have the inner wisdom and the emotional intelligence to go through this sudden shift, whether it's a perspective shift or something drastically changing in your external reality. But we are on the precipice of ending a cycle. And there's going to be obstacles to overcome. There always is when it is connected to endings. But we're kind of reaching the end of a long, challenging journey right now, especially when it comes to that Plutonian energy. And I looked up and it was 555. So get ready for drastic changes, because I do feel victory is within reach, especially with the moon trine Uranus. I was shown a very prominent energy of the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords. And so there's going to be upset, there's going to be chaos, but upset and chaos always leads us to massive changes. So first and foremost, be open to these changes, because massive potential for a new beginning. And so you might have to make a great power move in the energies this weekend. You're going to want to stay sharp. You're going to want to stay focused, but we're basically slaying all of these blocks so we can charge ahead. So let's get at it with the cards, guys. Let's see what other messages need to come through with the tarot and the oracle. And I'm going to jump in by using the hidden realms, or the guides of the hidden realms deck by Colette Baron Reed. So I'm kind of changing things up a little bit. I'm going to shift the camera, guys, so you can get a better look at all of these cards coming through for you today. So we're going to set the tone. Oh, look at that. Bottom of the deck, the consequence of fear. This was a very loud message on my Facebook business page this week. And so we kind of have to overcome these energies of fear, right? And when we overcome fear, then we can kind of rise to the occasion. And so you are capable. You are strong. This is about authenticity and embracing free will. So there's some type of rising, like the Phoenix energy. And so there's going to be an immense energy of receiving divine guidance, receiving divine downloads, and you're going to have to overcome those energies of fear. And so it says contraction. So it's kind of like those labor pains that we go through right before we birth that baby. And so we're kind of birthing a cosmic baby in the energies this weekend. And so be mindful of the consequences of fear, or the frequency of fear. It's really low vibrational. And so when we play into fear over and over again, we do create a self-fulfilling prophecy. So we're kind of being asked to rise to the occasion and rise out of the ashes. So if you've recently had a tower, I know I did yesterday, I accidentally almost dropped my 2 terabyte hard drive with all of my files, all of the work that I have done over the last several years, and my hard drive is pooched. So I had a big purge. I had a big tower. It was kind of this energy of a slate being cleaned. So I don't know where this is going to take me, but it's kind of like I'm going back to the drawing board, and I got to kind of start from scratch. So maybe that's a message for somebody out there. So let's get a few of these cards out, guys, and let's see what the message is today as we charge ahead. Look at that. It's ripe, it's juicy, and you're ready to take charge. And so it's a 6 card. Guys, it's a 6 card. This is speaking of the Lovers. So there very well could be an unexpected choice in love in the energies this weekend. And so somebody here is poised for success. There's massive potential waiting to be realized, but there is going to be an unexpected choice here. Bottom of the deck, focus on the brilliance, focus on the good things. There's like a Queen of Cups energy coming through, where I feel there's a shift when it comes to focused attention. What is it that you need to prioritize? What is it that you need to preserve? But somebody here is poised for success. I don't know why I feel Apple energy, but I feel some newfound cosmic wisdom being downloaded. What else do we got for the collective? in these energies. Let's talk about these energies. Let's get them out on the table. What do we need to know for the collective for the weekend ahead? I feel there's some type of past circumstance that has gotten out of control that's likely affecting your current situation. So we got connection through the cosmos. It's a 29. And that's what that energy felt like for me yesterday as Pluto fully kind of got grounded in Aquarius. And so the completion of Pluto in Capricorn is really loud this weekend, guys. And so you think of Pluto in Aquarius, it's all about community. It's all about unity. It's really all about coming together as one, because we are all connected through the cosmos. We are all connected together as one. And so this is about everything is connected. Everything is connected. And so there's something about a lesson when it comes to reciprocity coming up that needs to reach completion, that needs to be mastered. Let's get one more card out, guys. Let's see what this is all about. Look at that. Oh, are you kidding me? The alchemy of poison and begin with faith in the spring. So we could be going into a collective dark night of the soul energy. That's what winter is all about. Winter is all about hibernation, bringing things within. We do still have Jupiter in retrograde, which is a deep internal process. Jupiter in Gemini, 11:11 on the timer, is all about taking in information, internalizing the journey so we can come out the other side in that new beginning in a state of innocence. The energy really is fertile for planting those seeds of growth. It's a 19 card to a 22 card. And so the breakdown of the lower ego, 19 is a very loud karmic debt number associated with the ego. It's associated with narcissistic tendencies. It's also the energy of extreme codependencies. 29 too is a master psychic energy being birthed. And I feel something about the throat. I have been good all morning and I go to channel and it's like a block on the throat. So somebody here needs to speak something into their reality. And I do feel this throat chakra activation is all about reclaiming your personal power, reclaiming the power of choice, because we do all have free will on the journey. And so I feel this heart chakra activation coming through. And so there's basically a transformational lesson reaching completion in the energies this weekend. And so radical forgiveness. So the alchemy of poison. So sometimes we speak very unkindly to ourselves. And so it's a shift in the way that we look at our reality, a shift in the way that we speak to ourselves and how we speak to others. And so 22 is the energy of the Fool. Get ready to take a leap of faith, because somebody here is in the midst of some type of radiant activation. Rebirth by fire is what I heard. And so newfound inspiration, newfound passion, a very cleansing fire. So work with the violet flame this weekend, guys, because we're clearing obsession. We're clearing all of these lower energies. So let's talk about this ripe, juicy, and ready energy. Let's see what this message entails in depth, okay? So we get this ripe, juicy energy coming through, and can you feel it? I don't know about you, but I can feel it. And so we are all on the precipice of being poised for success. And so look at how far you've come. Look at everything that it takes to succeed when it comes to manifesting your most heartfelt desires, because you know what? It's probably taken a really long time to get here. I don't know if you've been on the journey for about 6 years or so, but somebody here has really decoded the patterns of the past. They've worked on all of these unhealed wounds, and somebody is ready for a new experience in love. And so somebody here has already gone through a transformation, I feel, and something outwardly is about to shift. This is about going towards the perfect matchup and releasing all expectations. And so sometimes we have unconscious arrogance, and it leads us to situations where we are really not prepared for them. And we think, oh, I can handle it. I can handle it. And so somebody here needs to put in the work, though, too. It feels like somebody has gotten bitten by the snake, and it's time to regroup. It's time to learn from all of these past experiences. So don't over dramatize the situation. We all could gain something from the lesson of humility. And so forgiveness and understanding, they really do go a long way. And so when we forgive, when we understand, then we avoid falling into learning the same unnecessary lessons over and over and over again. So ask yourself, where do I need to admit my ignorance in order to fully learn the lesson of a unique situation? And so don't sit it out. Don't sit in doubt, because this connection through the cosmos is saying it's time to reconnect with source. It's time to reconnect with everything that is, right? So we all come from one source. We all come from the energy of the ever all-loving God, the universe, whatever it is that you call it. And so let's face it, guys, the world is a giant mirror. The world will always mirror back to us our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs. So something here I think is churning, whether it's inside of you or outside of you. This is to bring in some type of new awareness. I feel like we're walking through a collective passageway right now. And so all connections are there to show you a mirror within yourself. And so reflection underlies the law of reciprocity, right? And I looked up and I did notice 1555. And so let's face it, the deepest wound that we share, basically, we all have the same deepest wound. It's the disconnection to God or the Almighty Father, the disconnection to Mother Earth or nature, and the disconnection to each other. And so right now, there's this beautiful swirling spiritual life force energy coming through, and we are being asked to remember who we are, to remember our connection to divinity and within all life itself. And so today, this weekend, we are all being invited to give gratitude. Give gratitude to the community who supports us, who loves us, who takes us as we are. And so if you don't have that, I know it can be hard to find community on the path, especially when your vibration isn't a match for a lot of people. But if you don't have that, then go out and find it. Nobody's going to come and save you, right? And so I feel right now we're coming into this new understanding that we are all instruments of divine love. The divine is asking us to tune in to this energy and to tune into it wholeheartedly, because we're never too busy to care for others. We're never too busy to help others carry a burden. And so people need other people to grow. People need other people to learn with and to learn from. And other people need you too. And so community is key when it comes to building connections. So if you haven't found your people yet, trust that those people are out there waiting for you to find them, and vice versa. So pay attention. Pay attention to this energy, because when we come out the other side of this winter, we're going to be rebirthed. And so be mindful of the poison that you feed yourself. Be mindful of what it is that you take in when it comes to the thoughts about self, the thoughts about others, the thoughts about the world, because we are here to build deep inner strength, and we learn lessons by being vulnerable. And so there is some type of transformational lesson occurring, and you might have to go back to the scene of the crime. You might have to revisit an old wound in order to accept the magical alchemical changes that are going on. And so forgiveness is really what is being called for this weekend. Release resentments to maybe people, places, things that have hurt you, because you know what? We can't hold on to these negative emotions, because it really is a block to living life in heart-centered reality. And so there's no doubt that we all have inner child wounds, right? We all have a core wound that shapes us into who we are today, but it doesn't have to keep defining us, right? We've all gone through a certain level of betrayal or some type of an emotional poison that teaches us how to evolve, right? And when we alchemize the past pain, then we can alchemize a whole new personality, and we can move beyond learning the same lesson over and over and over again. And so begin with faith. I think that's a big message here, guys. We got to begin with faith, because the faith card really is asking you to trust. There's a new beginning here. So what is it that you need to release in order to trust the process in this new life being made manifest? And so when we're at the beginning of a new phase or a new cycle, we have to accept that, hey, we don't always know everything, right? And so maybe somebody's going through a massive North Node activation. And so the guides are always there bringing us forward. The guides are always there asking us to have unbridled faith in our destiny, because something is unfolding. And I do feel it might not come to full fruition until springtime. And I think that's going to depend on where you are at in the world. And so I'm in the northern hemisphere. And so right now we are in fall going into winter. And so when we go into winter energy, something wonderful happens. We go into hibernation and we trust that the energy is fertile to plant a seed for something to grow and bloom after this hibernation state. And so be curious, explore. Maybe it's time to explore a new territory, a new relationship. It is the energy of eyes wide open, heart wide open. So maybe somebody's taken advantage of you. If that's the case, find your momentum to move forward in a new direction and honor how far you've come. Trust that a new love, a new idea, or a new situation is really all about understanding the cycles of life, the cycles of reality, and trust that you have every reason to know that there's going to be this joyful, optimistic energy on the other side of whatever is naturally and organically unfolding in these energies. So what beautiful messages. I do feel this rebirth by fire is really taking somebody by storm here. It does kind of feel like a 5 of Wands energy. So don't resist the changes, guys. Do not resist these changes, because this cleansing fire is saying it's time to find your passion again. It's time to release situations that you feel trapped in. If you're feeling burnt out, if you're in some type of all-consuming commitment, whether it be a job, whether it be a relationship, something here I feel has really brought somebody to a pivot point, and maybe you are finding yourself in a situation that is spiraling out of control. Maybe it's going to result in some type of addictive behaviors coming to the forefront. But we always have another choice, right? We always can choose to feel better. We always can choose to stop helping people that bring us down. So really, it's kind of time to get rigorously honest, right? And be willing to let go of anything that needs to be released in order to reclaim your own personal humanitarian mission. And so there's like a focus on releasing, I feel. The rebirth by fire is saying trust. Trust that this fire is burning in your heart, is helping you burn through the karma in order for you to take the next best step on your path. And ultimately, you're being asked to commit to your journey, to commit to your path. And then all of these other impulsive energies that are kind of spiraling are saying, hey, it's okay to take a step back. It's okay to put in the work, because we all have a chosen unique path that we agreed to with our soul contract. And so just keep tending to that inner fire. Keep tending to that inner flame. So let's pull a little bit deeper in with the tarot, guys. Let's see what tarot messages need to come through today. So we're going to do 9 cards. I'm going to use the Tarot of Dreams deck, and look at that, blocks removed. This is the past coming back. I feel somebody's blocked their heart when it comes to burying some type of betrayal below the surface. Let's face it, the Ten of Swords in reverse is saying, hey, the worst has already happened. So now you got to walk through the fire of that ending in order to release it. And so it's not going to be easy, guys, but it's going to be worth it. And I swear to God, I just saw a police car speed past out my window with the lights on. So there is an emergent situation arising, guys, because we are completing these lessons that kind of came out sideways. And so there is a challenge. So there's a challenge here. Somebody here keeps repeating negative patterns. When it's in reversed, it's a repetition of the same lesson over and over and over again. And so that's the challenge, is learning the repetitive negative pattern so the completion of the cycle can come full circle, so we can go towards that new beginning. Because look it, we get the Fool card right here. And so we've got all of the elements. We got the energy of Saturn playing out here. And so we did have Saturn go direct during the full moon in Taurus about a week ago, right? And so full moon energies can take up to 2 weeks to play out, 2 weeks to clear. And we're going to have a new moon in Sagittarius on the 29th. 29th or 30th, depending on where you are in the world. For me, on the 29th. So once again, that 29 card, you're being asked to reconnect through the cosmos. And so upper chakra energy. So somebody here has all of the tools to stop repeating negative lessons. We're talking about Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio energy. And we're going to throw in that Pisces, and we're going to throw in Aries because of the Fool and the Saturn energy. And so where is it that you need to take action on behalf of yourself? And I do feel burning through the karma. So let's go a little bit deeper and let's see what this world card is all about, guys. What is this world card all about? Oh, we get the Tower reversed. We get the Justice reversed. So we got all majors. There is something very divine about the energies this weekend. I feel like divine intervention. What do we got? What do we got? We get the Death card and the Four of Wands. All of these majors, that Four of Wands is saying there's going to be a breakdown when it comes to a false foundation. The Tower in reverse is saying, hey, you've avoided this change up until now. You can't avoid this anymore. And so when the Tower comes out in reverse, you're not going to be able to stay there. You're going to have to break it down. You're going to have to go and have that clean slate, that blank slate, that new canvas. And you're going to have to rebuild in a new direction. And so the doorway is opening when it comes to these spiritual connection. The great union is what I heard. A great power move for a great power couple. We get Scorpio energy. We get the Libra card or the Justice card in reverse. And Tower is representative of Mars, which is the lower octave of Pluto. And so that shift brought in something at lightning speed, something unexpected. This is the end of these false connections here. And so what is it that you need to transform? Because Scorpio was at that 29th degree and it moved into Sagittarius. And so now there is a rebalancing of some past karma. And so the past is coming back in order to equalize a lesson. And this is about equality. This is about equanimity. And so what is this Tower? There's going to be a sudden, unexpected ending because my phone just shut the video off out of the blue. And so something is coming out of the blue. I was about to show you the Knight of Swords in reversed. Thankfully, I figured out how to splice videos. But there's going to be an argument. There's going to be a challenge. There's going to be maybe unexpected communication, blunt communication. This could be unexpected divine downloads. But they're honest. They're truthful. And so this is going to be a major perspective shift in order to break somebody free from some type of an illusion. And there it is. There's that a moment of humility, that coming to Jesus moment. And so Saturn is kind of laying it all out on the table with the sun moving into Sagittarius here. I'm going to put these back in the deck, guys. And we're going to shuffle again. And we're going to look into this Tower. What is this Tower all about? And so you could be a Venus in Aries. Doesn't have to be. You could have prominent Libra energy, but we're going to look into this Tower and we're going to go a little bit deeper. And so, yeah, it's like she knows. That's what I heard. She knows. Somebody knows this Tower's coming. Somebody's been waiting for it. And so this is about going into the darkness, into the mysteries of a situation. And look at, there's that Knight of Swords in reversed, still on the bottom of the deck. And so somebody here is in the midst of a major transformation. We've got a masculine energy coming through, getting a wake-up call. We get divine masculine energy, Aries energy. We get Aquarian energy. I feel very strong Aquarian energy. And then we got these two cards come out kind of like this. So somebody here is a high priestess. Somebody here is right on point with their intuition. And there is a reckoning, I feel, when it comes to something being brought to the surface, connected to the past, connected to an injustice. Because the Six of Coins in reversed is the Justice card in the lower arcana. And so there is a major karmic rebalancing. Look at all these majors, guys. This is huge. There's going to be maybe unexpected communication, but we've got a masculine energy here getting a wake-up call. You look at this King of Swords. We'll flip it upright for a minute, but we know he's in reverse. So we've got somebody here that has either used communication as a form of abuse. We could have somebody here that used ghosting as a form of manipulation, as a form of a control tactic. But we've got somebody here that's been hiding the truth, not communicating the truth, getting a wake-up call, and ultimately, I feel, a moment of humiliation in order for somebody to be rebirthed through the fire. So you could be this emperor, you could be dealing with this emperor, but I do feel somebody is getting flipped upside down in order to rise like the phoenix. And so there's a cleansing quality here. What is the Four of Wands? Oh, somebody wants to bring something back to life. so somebody's been hiding the truth, sleeping on the truth. I feel hiding from everybody just how much they've been hurting when it comes to a past ending. This is the past is coming back. Something here might have an opportunity to be revived. This could have gone down 4 years ago, 4 months ago. I would say 4 weeks ago, but I kind of feel that's pushing it. But look at that. We get the Hermit. Somebody here is finally ready to come out of a period of self-reflection. Could be Virgo. Could be a Virgo North Node, a Virgo Jupiter. But I do feel somebody here has reflected. There's going to be a lot of self-reflection. And this is about coming out of the spiritual closet in order to heal something. And I say heal something. And look at on the bottom of the deck, we get the star. And so Pluto shifting into Aquarius is really allowing us as a collective to break free from trauma bonds, to break free from addictions, to break free from unhealthy patterns, and to uncage ourselves, to unbox ourselves out of that programmed belief that keeps us stuck, repeating these negative patterns on loop, on repeat. And so there's going to be an opportunity to heal something here. That's what it feels like. So what is being brought to an end? What is the Death card all about? So we got Scorpio energy. Something here is coming to an end, guys, and it's probably not going to be easy. But this is about breaking free from entrapment. This is about doing the deep work of the heart healing journey, rebirth by fire through the heart. And so this is about breaking free from self-sabotaging patterns. And so where do you self-sabotage? Where do you kind of wreck something before it has an opportunity to blow up, because that way you kind of can predict the ending. So somebody here, I feel, needs to recognize where they kind of self-sabotaged a connection, quite possibly a twin soul connection, and they're going to have to do the deep dive into this healing journey. So it's like somebody here's got their bubble, it's about to burst, and there's something coming to an end when it comes to a situation of entrapment. And so there's going to be an apology. There could be an unexpected apology, but I do feel this is about exploring those deep-seated core abandonment fears, or fears of rejection, and doing that inner child healing. And so we've all been betrayed. We've all been abandoned, left out in the cold by somebody or someone, right? And so there's like a big wake-up call as to what's been denied. And there is going to be an opportunity to heal something this weekend is what it feels like. And so we've got somebody here, I think, coming in with a very big offer saying, hey, I want to build a legacy. I'm ready to alchemize this lesson. Can we fix this? Can we heal this? Because I'm coming back. I'm coming back for my person. And so get ready for a blast from the past. The 8 of Cups in reverse is saying somebody is going back to a soulmate here. And it is a perfect match. It is a perfect match. And so somebody here wants to heal a situation. Somebody here really wants to go back to somebody that they've walked away from. And I do feel it's going to be emotional. There's going to be a wave of emotions. There's going to be an unexpected shift in perspective. And there's going to be the release of a long-standing burden here this weekend. So let's close this off. Let's close this off with a message from Spirit. What has Spirit got to say about this one, guys? I do see Earth. I see Pisces, I see Cancer, I see Aries. So we pretty much almost got everybody here yet. But what is the closing message from Spirit on this one, guys? What has Spirit got on this one? All right, are we ready? Are we ready for the closing message? Look at that. Stay in positive vibration, guys, because that will allow you to bring more positive energy into your life. And so everything happens for a reason. Always, always, always everything happens for a reason. And sometimes we don't understand why, but you're soon going to understand why. I kind of feel a confession. And so I do feel whoever's coming in with some type of offer or confession is really grateful to have you in their life. They look at you as a gift, as a treasure. And so I do feel maybe this person depleted you in the past. Maybe this person didn't reciprocate you in the past. And so somebody's learning a big lesson about compromise, opening the mind, opening the heart, and understanding what true partnership is. And so somebody's trying to find their strength and their bravery to do this, to come forward and to heal something. And that is what I got for a weekend message, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you want to go further with a personal reading, check out the description box below, guys. I'd love to get that booked in for you. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thanks, guys.